and specializing. So, the future of event management is big. As we go along, specialization is going to be the key, and that's the future as I can see for the next 5 to 10 years.
That was really interesting.
So, next question is?
Myself, Lavina. What makes teamI unique and different? What makes teamI unique and different?
What makes teamI unique and different? I think you should pan the camera across all these faces now. And I hope that answered your question. This is what makes teamI unique and different. Every single individual over here is an individual who is so different. And yet, every one of them, including that lady who's there on the top, let's pan the camera onto her. Yeah, the joker in the back is also going to be a great event manager. Okay, and unique because of the way we teach. We are so clear about teaching today's knowledge today. Actually, I'll go one step forward and I'll say that we are unique because we want to teach tomorrow's knowledge today. And that's why teamI is unique.
So, next question. Who has a
Sanjay here. So during this lovely pandemic, how much did our event industry suffer?
See, your question, Sanjay, is like you. Your question is that during this lovely pandemic, how much did the event industry suffer? It's been lovely. Suffering has been major. People have got wiped out. People, and I'm sorry to say this, people who have not planned properly. And I'm not talking only about finances. I'm talking about plan. So there are event managers who sit and do all kinds of events, right? But there are people who are always looking to understand the future of event management. I think it has been an absolute very, very large learning. Today, thanks to the pandemic, and I'll say thank you pandemic and thank you Corona, that the event industry has actually grown. If you look at the sheer numbers, be it Myfiki or whoever else, okay, the turnover in the event industry is actually being maintained or if not more. That means people have innovated. And what really has happened, this thing called a virtual event, which was something that some people did once in a week, it's become a reality. And I can talk about virtual events forever, but maybe this is not the forum.
Okay. Right. So, next question.
Hi, I'm Preeti. So, in the current situation between a lot of tension, how will teamI deal with it?
Can you repeat the question?
So, in the current situation, in a lot of tension, how will teamI deal with the situation, current situation?
I still didn't understand the question.
She is trying to tell that in this current situation, during this pandemic lockdown, how is teamI going to deal with this situation?
As long as there are students like you and an institute like ours who wants to run, there is nothing to deal with this. There is no situation. Right? There is no situation. We have X number of students who have joined in this term, and we have at least about 80% of the students who have come to class today. And this is going to continue. We are very clear about one thing, that we will not be taking online classes, okay, at all, for event management. And you all are going to have an opportunity to go for events. Now, whether these events are going to be on ground or they're going to be virtual, that is up to the pandemic, right? And that is up to the event industry. But as far as we are concerned, we are very geared up, and I think one of the best parts of being an event manager myself and all of you being almost there right now is that we have learned to deal with all kinds of situations. that will come up in our lives, that have come up, and may come up in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, next question, please. Yes, Jayesh.
So myself Jayesh Jain, and my question is, considering the current situation, how students are going to attend on-ground classes?
Considering the situation, how are we going to have on-ground classes? We are going to have only on-ground classes. As long as students want to come to class, classes will happen. Even if one student comes to class, the class will happen on ground. We have a few faculty who may be constrained from coming into the campus. We will get them online, but in class. We have done that in the past for many faculties who have come from Delhi, Bombay, London, UK, US, and all of that. And we have done that already. But the students will come to class. Students will not be sitting in their home and learning in their pajamas from there. That won't be happening.
That was really nice. Really put it up. So, next question, anyone?
Hi sir, my name is Vivek. So when is our next batch starting, sir?
This batch has just now started. And we are talking about the next batch. But that's a very interesting question. So we have had over 300 inquiries, okay, for the current batch that we are in. And out of which we have more than 110 or 120 interviews. Out of which about 36, 37 students have joined. And out of which some of you are here. Now what about the rest of these students? Why are they not here? That is the question actually. Mainly to do with parental pressure, which is justified. I'm not saying that parents are not justified. Parents are justified. Parental pressure in terms of the scare that the pandemic has created, not allowing their children to go to class. Absolutely justified. So therefore we plan to start our next batch on the 27th of January, 2022. With a little bit of luck, whether the pandemic goes or not, I'm not sure. I don't think it will. But with a little bit of luck, the parents will come to terms with the idea that their students should go to class. So I hope I answered your question.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful discussion. It was really great. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, and reaching out to each and every individual at teamI. We're going to have a lot of fun this year,
Yes, sir.
and a lot of fun in the future. And like I keep saying, we're going to get beaten up a lot, but we're going to make this happen.
Yes, sir.
So help us to help you, and it will all work. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.